What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Weekly Wizard Podcast. I'm Brett with my co-host Warren. We're back talking comics, ladies and gentlemen friends. Today, I am going to do my big reveal. Super excited about it. We're going to talk the newest and very interesting episode of Peacemaker.
Probably the best episode yet.
I mean, the stakes are getting really high. Yeah. And we're going to talk about some comic events coming up right around the corner to get excited about. Oh man,
you ready to reveal this?
Yeah, I'm ready to just get it over with. Honestly,
Yeah.
So about 7 months ago, one of my all-time favorite artists, Jim Lee, who has been a comic artist for over 30 years and is now the chief creative officer of DC Comics.
Busy man.
Yeah. He was doing a private signing at the CGC, and I had been waiting a long time for this to come around. I had a couple books sitting off to the side with his name on it, literally and figuratively, that I sent, and they are all officially back. But this one right here was the big one. I sent in a blank cover to get sketched by him. When you submit your form, you are allowed to make a request as to what you would like the artist to draw. And until now, I have kept this an absolute, I mean, I already told you, but
Told me, yeah.
I have kept this an absolute secret from everyone.
It's ridiculous.
And I told everyone, I said, if Jim Lee does this, this will hands down be one of the greatest comic book covers of all time. And after hearing it, you'd have to agree with that, right?
Absolutely ridiculous.
So,
And now, I want to just throw out real quick, this was 7 months ago when he sent this in.
Yeah, this was
Keep
way
that
beforehand.
in mind.
So I want to show you what I got, and then I'll talk about what I had originally requested.
I
So,
might take it out of the bag. It might be
yeah,
somewhere.
a little glossy, yeah. So, I sent in a Deceased Dead Planet #1. I'm a big zombie fan. I don't know about you guys. I'm also a big Batman fan and a big Jim Lee fan. So these three things all kind of came and culminated together
I
in
sold him that
this
book.
right here. And I bought this beautiful book here at Wizards
Came
Asylum.
back at 9.8.
Yeah, I don't know if
I
you
don't
see
know,
right there, up there in the corner, a little 9.8, baby.
It's so weird. Every time somebody sends a book that they got from me in, and it comes back at 9.8, I just have that like kind of pride, like, oh yeah.
As you should. I mean, because we're just out
9.8
here.
for me.
We're dishing out high quality books here, but this is what I got. So it's a little side profile sketch of Batman. Batman is hands down my favorite comic book character. However, this is not. Yeah, go ahead. This is not the sketch that I had requested, and I understand. At the end of the day, it is at the artist's discretion whether they choose to go with your request or not. He's a busy guy. Totally get it.
Oops.
However, I know Jim Lee well enough, not like personally, but just in his profession, and I watch his live streams, and I've been a big fan for a long time. And I'm quite displeased because I'm certain that it took him maybe 5 minutes to draw this if he was busy having a conversation with someone.
Yeah.
So, and for what I paid for it, kind of not cool. I've seen people pay a fraction of what I paid and get a full-blown... I mean, literally the day after I opened this, CGC posted on their Instagram of another person unboxing one of their sketch covers from a whole other artist. The whole cover was like Spider-Man and Venom like duking it out or some crazy, and it was gorgeous.
It wasn't just a side
colored
profile,
and everything.
yeah,
It wasn't just a big remark. So I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm not let down by this, but I get it. You know what I mean? It was his call to make. I mean, I'm still.
You gonna tell them what you wanted?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I am still in love with it. Again, I love Batman. I love Jim Lee. It's so cool, and it's a 9.8. Like this is my baby now. This is the crown jewel of my collection, without a doubt. But what would have made it way better is if I had gotten the sketch that I had originally requested. So again,
I'm just shaking my head here.
remember that this was 7 months ago, so well before anything had taken place. So, backstory. Several years ago, probably roughly 10 years ago, I had a group of friends a member in the group of friends. Her name was Michael Sue. If you're watching this, what's up? I miss you. She had these 2 drawings hanging up in her apartment that were done by a local artist friend of hers. One of them was this really awesome, like, skyline gargoyle pose of Batman against, like, the Gotham City or whatever. Super incredible. I actually bought it off of her. I have it. It's at home, and I love it. The other picture was way better. It was a picture of Betty White giving Wolverine the business. Like, she's grabbing him by the wrists, and she's wrenching them, and Wolverine's just like, and she's just smiling. And the art was amazing. I mean, I coveted that picture and tried for so long and so hard to buy that off of her. She would not let it go, and I totally understand why. That's what brings me to this. So 10 years ago, I saw that picture, fell in love with it, and I told myself if I ever got an artist to do something for me, comic book wise, it would be involving Betty White. So the request that I had sent to Jim Lee, this is a zombie book. So I had requested a sketch cover of a zombie Batman eating Betty White. And as you can see, that's not.
So funny. Had you gotten that back like now? It's like, man, that's in bad taste. Like back then, it wasn't.
I would not be able to not enjoy it.
Sure.
Don't get me wrong. Legend, R.I.P. Betty. You were a goddess. However, that would not stop me from enjoying that cover to the max. And I'm telling you right now, to honor Betty White, I will forever have any sketch covers I have her involve her. I told you I have a Hulk 1 blank cover by Donny Cates that Ryan Otley's doing the work for that book right now. So when if he does a sketch, I'm having him do Hulk and Betty White, and probably Betty White giving Hulk the business. Like I'm gonna stick to that theme because it's so out there. It's fun for an artist to draw. I mean, how could it not be? You know what I mean? So fun for them, fun request. It's original. Yeah. Like, imagine if I had a Jim Lee sketch cover that was Betty White and that, like, you know what I mean? Like
Betty White's brains would have been awesome. Yeah,
that would go for so much more than just a little
profile.
Yeah. But that was what I ordered. This is what I got. Still love it. This is top tier right here. Again, this is the crown jewel of my collection. But that is what I had originally requested. Now the whole world knows.
Me, guys. I've been working all day, so.
But there it is, big reveal. Man, I'm just honestly at this point, I'm just glad it's back, dude.
Yeah, it's been a while. Like
it's
only supposed to take 6 weeks.
Well,
I don't know about the sketches.
11. Yeah, well, and those are. It's funny because I actually sent in a bunch of books, kind of within a very small time frame.
Yeah.
All the sketch ones came back first.
Really? Okay.
Well, I mean, because when he was there, you know, what I mean, they kind of like, okay, sign these, and then those books obviously get quick sent to encapsulate. But the other books that weren't getting signed, they're still in the received position.
Yeah.
They haven't even entered the process of beginning the stuff. Like they'll probably be there for a whole year.
A year, yeah. CGC is so slow. Ever since I started doing cards too, man, it's crazy.
Like CGC hires some people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'll come grade some books.
Gotta go move to Florida.
I would love to move.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the end goal.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we've already been talking about that.
Oh, that's cool.
Florida's
cool.
Amazing, dude.
Isn't that where y'all were at when y'all got
engaged? Yeah, I have family there, dude.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool. I've never been to Florida.
It's a shame. You should. It's really nice.
My wife and her family go there almost every year for a vacation, and I just have never gotten to go. They go down to like Destin or something like that, and then go sit on the beach for a week or whatever. Hopefully, the next time they go, I can go. I would love to. Would love to
be there. It's really nice, man.
Oh yeah, I've heard Destin is just gorgeous.
But yeah, no, I'm honestly just really glad that these books are back in my possession. I can't wait for the other ones. I mean,
went to Dallas and started grade for CDCS. There's that too.
I'm not gonna do that.
What?
So
hey, Dallas is fun.
Speaking of slabs, I don't know if you could right over here.
Oh yeah, they can see them. We've got.
There's a massive new edition shelf section.
Well.
These are all slabbed and graded books, and
It's mostly new stuff,
much
but
to my chagrin.
good stuff.
Yeah, it's almost all CBCS, but there are a ton of 9.8 graded books up here, guys. Like, it's got to be almost 30 books, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So yeah, 30 books exactly. Like, come check them out. They got some good stuff up here. I'm telling you.
Got some Something is Killing the Children. I've got some Walking Dead.
Dark Knight's Metal.
Dark Knight's Metal. That's the retail.
The Department of Truth.
Covers.
What?
Yeah.
Like,
Department of Truth was awesome.
those
Solid
Negan
Blood
foil covers.
Yeah,
I know those ain't cheap.
Yeah.
Yo, like,
He bought those from here too. The 9.8 and then the 9.2 silver. He bought those from here.
If you're looking for some hot slabs, we got some. So
This,
you can't have mine.
9.8 Walking Dead
one of
Deluxe,
these,
he bought that from us.
help yourself.
Eve 1, which let me tell you, that is one of the most underrated books. That book was absolutely incredible. Eve. So it's about this girl. She wakes up in this like machine, and she finds out that she's supposed to go like save the world. The world is already destroyed. Like, it's been flooded, and like basically you find out through the story that her parents were scientists that went to live on a satellite above the Earth as the Earth was starting to flood. The humans that remained behind kind of turned into these creatures, and she's actually a clone, like numerous generation clone of the little girl, and she's supposed to make it from here to like reseed the world, and the other clones haven't made it there. So it was a really good book. I enjoyed it a lot.
That sounds like some fun sci-fi stuff that I could get into.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was a great.
You know what? It's so funny. I'm really finding myself like enjoying these indie books, man. Like,
so since I've worked here,
I'm telling you.
So before I worked here, I literally read nothing but Marvel. That's it. All I read was Marvel. And I read like every Marvel book every week. But since I've worked here, I pick up so much Image. Boom is like got some of the best books. Something's Killing the Children.
Yeah.
House of Slaughter, Eve, Berserker. So out of Diamond just released their like top 10 books sold last year. Top 4 were not Marvel. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2 of them were Image, 2 of them were Boom. Any guesses on what any of those were?
I mean, okay, so you said 2 were Image, 1 was Boom.
2 were Boom.
2
were Image, 2 Boom. Yeah.
I mean, obviously Spawn. That had to be one of the Image ones, right? Like, it's always Spawn. Like,
it was. It wasn't Spawn.
Oh, King Spawn.
King Spawn.
Really?
And Gunslinger Spawn were the 2 Image.
Wow.
So they had retail incentive 1 and 250s.
Okay.
And like I ordered 250 copies. We sold our retail incentive for $750, and that paid for the whole thing. So literally every single copy of like Gunslinger Spawn and King Spawn that we sold was pure profit, because we sold that 1 and 250 that was signed and numbered by Todd McFarlane for $750.
That's the one of him on the throne with the gold lance, isn't it? Ooh.
Yeah, it was signed and numbered. The guy sent it off. The guy that bought it, it's a friend. He sent it off and got it back as a 9.8. So I felt pretty. So he bought my 1 and 250 King Spawn, my 1 and 250 Gunslinger Spawn, and my 1 and 250 Scorched. $750 each. Yeah.
Who's your baller ass friend, dude?
Oh,
like, what? Like,
very rich.
Must be nice.
Guy,
you save some for the rest of us, bro. I'm kidding.
When I ordered these specifically for him. I would not have ordered 250 copies if I didn't have an inkling that he was gonna buy them.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure. You had to have sold almost every one of the 250 copies of. I mean,
not even close. But
what?
Yeah. So out of 250, like I don't sell that many copies of a book. Like most books, I only ordered 15, 20, 25 of.
Wow, but you would like, think these, how hot that was.
Like, I ordered usually so issue 2 I ordered 30 and they sold out, but it took about 4 weeks to sell out. So, but issue 1, each one I sold between 70 and 80. So I mean, I did well on them.
Okay.
And thinking, and if you think about it, if every one of them is pure profit, I mean that's a lot of money. Yeah. At a $6 book.
Yeah.
And then the rest of them, we just throw in our dollar bins. You can go find King Spawn ones, Gunslinger Spawn ones, not Scorched yet. But they're in my dollar bins right now because I've already made so much money off of them. Like I don't need them taking up space in my back issue bin. So yeah, you just have to dig for them.
Okay, I'm gonna get my scuba gear on. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, that's what you need.
That's okay. So
that's
King
the
Spawn,
2 Image.
And then I mean, I'm assuming Boom. What had to have been something is Killing the Children.
No.
What?
House of Slaughter. which is a spin-off of Something is Killing the Children, but House of
That
Slaughter
was
won.
one of the.
It was number
top
2.
ones.
So it was
What?
it was King Spawn, then it was House of Slaughter, then it was Gunslinger Spawn, and then
I'm literally sitting
Berserker won.
here. Keanu Reeves comic book
Yeah.
was the number
I ordered
4.
I ordered 1,000 copies of it. That's the most comics we've ever ordered. And that one was crazy. So the most comics this store had ever ordered of a comic book before was about 150 copies of Justice League 1, New 52. Okay?
Which I have signed at a 9.6 by Jim Lee.
Nice. That's pretty awesome.
That's one of the books I got.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So yeah,
And
that
actually,
was...
I think I got that from here.
Really? Back in like 2011-ish?
Oh no, I didn't even live in
Okay,
Indiana. No, I got that book like way after
Oh, gotcha.
it had come out. But I'm pretty sure I got it in like one of your like
Oh.
$10
That's sick.
Awesome.
Awesome.
deals. And yeah, now 9.6 signed by Jim Lee, dude.
Cool.
It's a beautiful little thing.
Yeah, so that was like probably one of the most ordered books. I mean, maybe X-Men 1 back in 1992, but like nobody remembers how many we ordered of that.
Yeah.
But so I ordered 1,000 copies of Something is Killing and of Berserker, I mean. And the reason I ordered that many is because they did a 1 in 1,000 signed cover signed by Keanu Reeves. It was an exclusive cover done by John Boy Myers. It was a sick looking cover and signed by Keanu Reeves. And then Boom gave us the option. They gave retailers an option. We can either just send it to you signed, or we can send it to CGC, have it graded, and send it to you signed as a signature series. And we're like, it was like $250 to do this. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to take the gamble, and I'm going to send it off. So overall, this whole thing, buying 1,000 copies of the comic, buying, all of because it wasn't just 1,000 copies. We also bought all the 1 in 25s, 1 in 50s, 1 in 100s, everything that we could buy of those, right? And none of those sold for very much because everybody's ordering 1,000 copies. But so it ended up costing us about $3,400 to get 1,000 copies. Okay, and that's with grading and everything. We sold the 1 in 1,000 by itself to the same guy that bought those 1 in 250s.
Dude, get out of here, you.
$3,000. It's the most expensive comic I've sold. $30,000.
Wait, didn't you have like a? You have like a
Fantastic
Hulk
Four.
181 up here for like 5?
We traded comics for that.
Oh, weak sauce, sir.
Yeah, no, we traded for smaller comics, smaller keys, and you know what? We sold all those very quickly. That Hulk 181 sat up here for a very long time.
I mean, it's $5,000. That didn't necessarily surprise me. That's a chunk of change. Yeah.
So yeah, no, the 3,000, and I didn't sell that one. No, I did the trade on that. Yeah, it was me. Yeah. That's
crazy, dude.
Yeah, no, we ended up getting like a first Carnage 9.8 signed, first Miles Morales 9.6 signed. I mean, when I say smaller
book sells
keys,
for like $3,000.
$1,200, $1,800.
So the Fallout 4.
Ultimate Fallout 4 9.6 signed was we sold that for $1,200, and then the first Carnage signed we sold for $1,800.
I think you undersold the hell.
No.
I literally just saw a 9.6 on Instagram being pushed up for way more.
It might be going for more now, but when I sold
I guess I guess it has been a minute, and now with the new Miles Morales trailer dropping, I'm sure it's spiked.
So,
but I
we
definitely
sold
just saw
it for
a 9.6 go.
Because we actually had it priced higher than like eBay average prices.
Really?
Yeah, so at $1,200 we had it
See,
high,
dude,
a little
it's
higher.
so crazy to like how long? What was that? Like half a year ago, maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
And now, I mean, dude, like almost double the price. Dude, that's. Whoa.
Yeah,
man.
no, there was a first Silk in there. It was a signed 9.8.
I don't have it signed, but I do have a first Silk at 9.8.
I have a first Silk. It's not graded, but yeah. And there were just a few other smaller minor keys. There was an X-Men 4 that was a restored grade. It was a restored 5.0.
I don't like those purple labels, man.
So it was CBCS, so they don't do purple labels, so it's a blue label. But
Really?
it does say restored on it, so it was trimmed on 3 sides. So here's the thing that I like about CBCS over CGC. So CGC, if you want grader notes, you have to jump through hoops to get. But look at this right here. That's your grader notes. It's got a little QR code on the back of it. That's anybody that gets this book gets the grader notes. Like, you just scan that with your phone, it takes you to a webpage, and it tells you why this was graded that way. And I absolutely love that about CBCS, because literally you have to jump through hoops to get grader notes for CGC. Here, check this out.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that case though. I don't know, dude. I'm
So this
I
is
would
a
say I'm
9.6.
bougie, but I'm not bougie, but I do have my preferences.
So this is a 9.6 because a tiny spine stress.
Tiny spine stress. Let's see if we can locate it. I think I just did. I'll circle back to that. Maybe it's right there. Oh, there it is right there. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So that brought it down 0.2.
That's all it takes, dude.
Yeah, that's all it takes.
That's why I'm so proud of this 9.8 sketch right here.
Now, I've seen some 9.8s that have spine stress, and I'm like really bad spine stress.
Dude, and then, I mean, I got my Batman Damn #3 back at a 9.9, baby.
Oh,
Yay!
wow. It's got 2 little spine stresses. Yeah. 3.
Blam.
Well, it's
There you
got 3. We had a PGX graded, if that tells you anything.
Wow.
Oh, it's bad. I hate PGX. So I paid nothing for this comic. We had a PGX graded. It was a Spider-Man Annual 20, the wedding of Peter Parker and Mary Jane.
Okay.
And it was a 9.8. It was barely an 8.5. Like, it was so busted. And it was a 9.8 PGX. Like, I would never trust PGX. CBCS, I mean, so CBCS, from my understanding, is Beckett. And, you know, they're known for grading cards. They've been known for grading cards. That's who they use for their signature verification when they do signature verification, stuff like that. So
the only reason I'm even remotely tempted to use CBCS at all is because I got a couple of those Batman books from you that were signed by Tom King that have the certificate of authenticity.
Oh, yeah.
And I wouldn't be able to get a yellow label if I sent it to CDC.
Sure
so
wouldn't.
that's the only reason I've ever even contemplated sending a book.
So
to.
CBCS, I mean, is also not going to take a year to get your books back.
Well, true, but I mean, I could send my books to CGC and not take a year to get my books back and just fast track them.
Yeah, but you're going to have to pay so much more for that.
I mean...
in fact, if you ever want to, just talk to me if you want to send to CBCS. Like, I know somebody that drives down there about once a month. So
I will have to take you up on it. Like I said, I got those Tom King books, so I'm going to have to take you up on that, man. Damn. But, yeah, no, lots of
cool slabs.
I think that's, I didn't know that about Image and Boom rocking the charts last year. That's pretty crazy.
So this was their top sold for the year. Now Marvel left them in October, but there were no Marvel books from October to the end that would have passed any of them. I mean, now the last 6 were all Marvel, but those 4 books, I don't think anything would have even come close to touching them.
So
maybe Hulk.
Speaking of companies reigning supreme, Todd McFarlane just made a post. Apparently, the DC Dark Multiverse line of toys is the #1 selling toy line in the US and Canada.
I believe it. It's those Todd McFarlane is like, I've collected Todd McFarlane toys for a long time. Unfortunately, I sold most of my collection and then kind of started again. But like, his toys have always been great. I loved all the Spawn figures from back in the day.
I was shocked to hear that. Like, the DC Dark Multiverse.
So good.
They are, dude. I have a bunch of the evil Batman, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
got the
just
whole,
in US and Canada just running it. I was like,
I got the whole Dark Knight Death Metal.
The only one I'm missing is the Batman Who Laughs.
Really?
It breaks my heart.
See, I don't have that one. That one's from the metal. I have the Death Metal, the newer one.
Oh, you're talking about like the Batman, the Superman, the Wonder Woman, like the chainsaw. Oh, okay, I got you.
And then Build-A-Figure was the Dark Father.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. I have that one.
Damn.
And then I have the Doomsday versus Superman. Somebody brought it in here, and he's like, oh, yeah, like, what would y'all give for this? And I'm like, nothing. I mean, it's not really worth anything. He's okay, y'all can just have it. And then, I just paid the store like $10 for it, and I was like, cool.
Ching.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I was like, this thing's sick. I mean, and it wasn't worth it. And we don't really carry toys. We have a very small selection of toys here.
The selection is fire though.
We got some good stuff,
that
but
Vision
it's just
statue dude just keeps looking at me, and I'm
cool.
like, bro, if you don't get up.
But yeah, I mean, it's not what people know us for, so we just don't carry a ton of toys. You know, we're comics, we're games. Yeah, so I mean, it's just not something I would have paid a lot to start. Like, if he had brought me a collection of like DC Universe stuff, it's like, yeah, I probably would have paid some money for it and thrown them on the shelf. But it was just the one, and I'm like, yeah, it's just we don't want it. Yeah. And he was like, well, you could just have it, and I was like, okay, cool.
I love those little like random acts of kindness. Dude, like one of my members at the gym just the other day brought me a Superboy 118.
Oh wow, that's old.
12-cent cover.
Yeah,
from 1965.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It was bent and it was all, he's like, oh, I found it. But aside from the fact that it's bent, if you pressed it, it was actually not that bad of shape. Like, it was pretty bent. But I'm telling you, dude, the way people can press stuff nowadays, he just came in. He was like, hey, dude, like.
Did you look it up on Key Collector to see if it was a key?
I did not look.
I'm not familiar with that.
I just looked up to see how old it was. Like, he was like, "How old is that thing?" I was like, "I don't know, but it's a 12-cent cover, so it's got to be from like the early 70s or 60s or something."
So 12-cent would be in the 60s.
So sure enough, it was 1965. So I thank you, Bill. I want you to know I truly appreciated that. Yeah, no, he just out of nowhere, he's like, "Yeah, dude, I found this in my garage, and I thought you'd like it." I was like, "Dude, I love it. Thank you." Like. Heads up, if you have comics that you're not doing anything with, my birthday is in May. So just throwing that out there.
Not a key, but it's still
what are we looking
super
at?
Cool. I was looking to see if it was like a key issue, like a first appearance. I just don't know DC that well as far as like key issues. And
so, but yeah, man, that's lot going on, man. I'm pretty excited that with this whole speaking of like DC reigning supreme, dude, this new trailer that DC dropped, the Year of the Hero. It's fire, man. They just took like a big collage of like the Batman movie, the Flash movie, some clips from the Aquaman movie, clips from the Black Adam movie. Like, you get to see like things happening in the Black.
Like,
do
they show Black Adam?
Yeah, you get to hear dialogue from him. Like, you see him speaking. Like, bro,
that's pretty cool.
It was. I'm like, where is the trailer now?
I'll be watching this tonight.
I'm like, it's gonna be sweet.
So DC just announced their big summer crossover.
Speaking of DC,
everybody, Marvel, DC, they both do their big summer crossover. We talked about last week. Marvel's Judgment Day.
Yeah.
Or either last week or the week before. And then so the DC one is called Dark Crisis. So
it's always a crisis.
It's always a crisis.
Always a crisis. Yeah.
So it's coming out of the death of the Justice League. So the death of the Justice League is going to happen in Justice League 75. So Bendis is ending his run at 74. Joshua Williamson's going to write 75, and that's going to kick off. And then Free Comic Book Day, there's going to be a Free Comic Book Day, Dark Crisis 0.
So that's going to kick off. What I'm hearing is I need to get Justice League 75.
Yes. Okay. Probably going to order heavy on that one.
I think it's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Because it's crazy. So Justice League, when I first started working here, we had so many subs for Justice League, and I was ordering about 50 every month, 50 to 60 issues. And then Brian Michael Bendis took over. I order about 17 copies a month now.
It doesn't always go well when a new person hops on.
It doesn't,
unfortunately.
It has not been a great run. Sorry, I like Bendis, but this just hasn't been great.
Comes and goes.
And so yeah, no, I haven't been ordering much on Justice League, but 75 I'm gonna order very heavy. So we'll have lots of that one here. And I'm excited for Dark Crisis. I mean, I like the DC Crisis events.
Yeah.
They haven't had a major crisis in a while.
I mean, bro, you literally just got that massive box set that has like all of the crisis.
Yeah.
Dude,
thing's sick.
I gotta get
that. Yeah, it has every crisis event that has happened. So yeah.
I just started reading my
up until Crisis on Infinite Earths.
I just started reading my Justice League Dark Omnibus. That thing is thicker than a Snickerdoodle.
Yeah.
It's a big boy. Yeah.
I started reading the Batman Scott Snyder one last night. I read 2 issues of it. Yeah.
Good, dude.
It was good. I love that Greg Capullo art, man.
Dude,
that Greg
him
Capullo
and
art's
Jim
so
Lee.
Good. Yeah.
They're tied.
Oh man, Capullo drew Spawn for a long time, and it was incredible.
I know, dude. But going back and
reading.
reading those compendiums, dude, it's beautiful.
Oh
man.
yeah.
Honestly, in like his artwork in that Batman, I'm telling you right now, I've gone to his website, and like, I'll tell you right now, the day I have some money
Tens of
just
thousands
laying
of
around,
dollars.
no, some of it not even that high, like
Really?
just like thousands of dollars, like.
Huh.
You know, you could get a real good page for like $8,000.
Really?
And I'm like
with Batman on it?
oh yeah.
Oh.
And I'm
nice.
I'm telling you, so catch me in a dark alley with $8,000 and I'm gonna give me one of those.
Did you see how much somebody sold their original art from Secret Wars 8? And it was the very first panel that had Peter Parker in the
Really?
black costume. So this just sold like a month ago. You don't know how much that sold for? Take a guess.
Is this the 3.36 mil? That's the one?
Yeah. For a comic book from the 80s.
For a page.
A page from
of the original art from one book from the 80s.
Yeah. Like I would think because it's the most expensive page, like original art page for a comic book that's ever sold.
Ever.
Like I would figure it'd be something from like the 40s or 50s or something like that. No, I mean it is pretty iconic. Spider-Man in the black suit, all that, and it was a super cool page in the comic.
And now and the funny thing, okay, that person paid all that money for that. It's just gonna go sit somewhere.
Yeah.
For who knows how? It's just gonna disappear.
It's probably
for
some
a long
super rich
time.
person. Yeah, it's probably not even gonna hang on their wall. Like they bought it, it's gonna go into a vault. It is gonna go sit in a vault somewhere, and hopefully appreciate. I guess for him, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, that's what happened. All right,
Yeah.
Peacemaker.
Bro, let's talk Peacemaker.
let's go to Peacemaker.
I'm excited, man. So wow, like you said, dude, probably one of the most exciting.
It was a really good episode.
I mean, dude, this one was action packed for real.
I love the way it started. So
Very dark.
it was very dark. It was
Very dark.
we find out we knew the brother had died.
Yeah.
We knew the brother had been like killed somehow, but we didn't know like what had happened. Well, we found out what happened, and basically it was like cockfighting, but with his children.
Yeah,
That was pretty messed up.
Yeah, well, and that's what really like. I'm just kind of like, and he blames the other son for that. Like that's just what makes it more.
You
messed
killed your
up.
brother.
I'm like, you put your sons in this literally in like a pit,
Yeah,
surrounded by all these other dudes, and they're all just like, yeah,
they're all betting money.
and you're shocked that something bad happened, and then you go blame the.
So
other
they're
one.
fighting each other, and then the kid falls over, starts having a seizure, and the other one's like, "Look, he's doing the worm!"
And he just. That was a sad joke.
Oh, it was so bad.
And then he dies.
And then he
And
dies.
then the dad with
And
his
then-
mullet crawls into there and he's like, "You killed your brother, you're worthless, you suck." Blah. And then we pan to Peacemaker, adult, in the bathroom, looking in the mirror, all sad and teary-eyed.
Yeah. And then we get the opening credit.
And then we get the opening credit sequence. Do you really want to? Do you really want to? Oh! Yeah.
I was so dark, and then just into that, and it's like, wow.
I loved the way the episode went.
Yeah, no, it was great. The fight between the father and the son was
Finally popped off.
yeah.
I was interested to see, what was so about White Dragon. You know what I mean? I was pretty interested to see why he was so,
Yeah.
I mean, he's just some old dude in a suit. Like, yeah, I get suits are cool, but like,
Yeah.
what does this suit do that makes you so cool? And like, He's got like little thrusters so he can like fly and stuff. It's like a dragon.
Like power
Like,
bands.
I think like
energy.
Iron Man. Basically, he's literally just like in an Iron Man suit, but just looks
Like a
way
white power Iron
like way
suit.
lamer. Yeah, you know, like a really lame version of an Iron
It's
Man
like
suit.
I would think the suit would look cool if it wasn't like a white power, white supremacist. Like if he didn't have the guys walking around with the
white hoods with the ears on them.
Yeah. Oh man. That was
Parts of this
nuts.
show are hard to watch, but then there are other parts that are incredible, like watching Vigilante blow himself up with a grenade.
Sometimes it's not the time to rock.
This isn't the time to rock.
This is the time to rock.
It's not the time. Not right now. Like,
It's always time to rock.
I thought it was hilarious that Vigilante tries to take out the dad with a grenade, and he's standing so close to
5 feet away, yeah.
And he rolls the grenade, and then he's just like, yeah. And he just stands there. And then they both get blown up. Only Vigilante like crawls behind a tree. He's kind of like dying there. Dude, him in the car when he goes to leave, and he's like,
and the car just veers off the road.
He just like blacks out from shock. That was, dude, and let's talk about Economist for 2 seconds, dude.
Omnibus is a badass!
Why does he suck so much, but keep getting put in these positions of just like the highest power?
Right?
Like,
he gets the machine gun and just starts mowing down white supremacists.
Why is he the dude who like chainsaws a gorilla to death? Why is he the dude who T-bones the karate ninja? And then pipes him with a tire iron. Like, why is he the dude who comes out and mows down like 20 white supremacists with a machine? Why him? I'm trying to wrap my mind around like
it's
the gap.
The dye in his beard that
dude. It kills me how he is constantly like the joke and like the nobody of the group. Even though like everyone's always making fun of Vigilante, like we know that Vigilante has skills and capabilities. But Economist just always somehow finds it in him to like work up the balls to go and do something insanely stupid, and it always works out. Like, it's amazing.
That was nuts.
I was shocked, but not shocked with the outcome of the fight between Peacemaker and White Dragon.
Then he had to practice his face muscles.
Yeah, I can't believe you're doing your face exercises right now, but I guess dedication is what it takes to have a face like yours. Dude, Vigilante is a clown, dude. The actor who plays Vigilante, if you're watching this, I love you. You're amazing.
He is very good.
Dude, like, I'm glad that it ended up being him who played Vigilante, not whoever was going to be
the other person. Yeah.
Wow.
This guy does an awesome job.
Amazing, dude. Like, yeah, just his little things he gets in, dude, and the back and forth between him and Peacemaker are top notch, dude. But I honestly, with how affected like he is by the death of his brother, I was shocked that he pulled the trigger on old Daddy-O. Because now he's just going to be even more messed up. Oh, you know what I mean? Sure. And it's like, how much more can this guy take? He's already not handling it well to begin with.
Very true.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't see that going very well. And like talking about moving forward, I'm not gonna lie, when Adebayo or whatever like is like rallying the team after old Goff, poor Goff. I mean,
not Goff, Mern.
Oh, Mern. Sorry, name mixed up. Oh, poor Mern. That made me sad.
Poor Mern. That scene where he comes out of crumples his little.
And then he's still alive. He's all like E.T. and it did.
His bird body.
Yeah, that was really sad. His bird. It's an insect. See, that's what I'm talking
Butterfly's
about.
a bird.
The back and forth between Peacemaker and Vigilante, dude. Like, but I'm not gonna lie.
And Vigilante's just so
serious.
Yeah,
he means what he says. Yeah, like every time, always, and that's what makes it
Butterfly
so
is a bird.
So I thought that when they were kind of rallying, like, oh, we all know who the new leader is. I thought she was talking about Amanda Waller. I'm not gonna lie. I thought she was talking about her mom. And I thought this was going to turn into some new Suicide Squad something.
Yeah.
And I was very wrong. Apparently they were talking about Harcourt.
Yeah.
Which I'm not upset about.
Yeah, I like
she's
Harcourt.
BA.
So there was it's been a little bit of controversy. Have you heard like behind the scenes? So she's James Gunn's girlfriend.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
the actress.
Good for him.
Right?
Wow.
She's hot.
Damn.
And so they were like, nepotism. It's like, you know what? She's an actor. He's a director. Rob Zombie puts his wife in every single movie he makes.
And she's doing a great job.
She is awesome.
So...
She is so awesome in this.
I think people are just jelly.
Yeah. I just don't want her and Peacemaker to hook up. That's the one thing I don't want to happen. I like their...
Yeah, I'm not really worried about... I think Peacemaker's going to end up alone. I think he's going to, like...
It's kind of what I hope happens.
I mean, I think that's just the right course of action. Well, and also... we don't have any word on, like, a season 2...
yes.
Of Peacemaker?
Yeah. Well, yeah, they're talking about Peacemaker season 2 and another spinoff.
Oh, I didn't know about season 2. I just knew
both
about
of
the
them
spinoff.
have been talked about. Yes.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
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 I'm not gonna lie. I thought they would just kill him off or like send him off into the woods or something
Yeah.
to just go be crazy now. Really, dude. Like, I don't know how much more the character can take. Like, don't get me wrong. I would love to keep watching it.
We still have another episode though, so I mean.
Bro, all right, and let's talk about what that's gonna look like, dude. The end of this episode.
So we find out what the cow is.
That
it was not a cow.
Yeah, that was not a cow.
The thing was, dude, like 100 feet tall, and
it is a
whole bunch of eyes.
Titan. It looks like a maggot, a spider, and a cow udder. Like, just all in one. Like, that's the best way I could describe that to literally anyone. Like, it looks like a big worm with spider eyes that just kind of crawl up its face, and then big udders that are literally being compressed by big robot pieces, dude. Like, I'm just like...
And they're trying to teleport it away.
Who came up with this? Like, yeah, I mean, I cannot wait to see how all this plays out.
Yeah,
like, because now all that's left is, okay, let's take care of the butterflies.
Yeah.
Like, that's and they're on the way to wreck shop. So I'm pretty stoked, because that's going to be a whole episode of them just infiltrating, action, and then bring the hammer down on the back. Like, I can't wait.
I wonder. Well, I mean, I guess if they take out the cow, that does take out all the butterflies, because they can't
eat anymore.
They can't eat anything.
Yeah. Well, but I'm also curious, is like,
can they bring in another cow? I mean,
well, but like, how much of that stuff is out? Like, how much of the goo is out there still?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We don't know. You know what I mean? Like, if they were like, we saw.
Well, they blew up the main processing
plant. They're like all over the world.
They are. Yeah.
Like, so we don't even. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know how much longer these things could play a part. And we don't know anything.
There might be some survivalists out there that have some of that goo like stored away.
Yeah,
I mean, honey stays forever. I don't know how close this is to honey, but
ew.
Yeah.
See, now you're making me not like honey anymore. And I love honey. That really breaks my heart that you just did that.
I hate honey. My wife loves honey. I do not like it at all. I think it's so gross.
The crazy. Okay. So yeah, dude, that space cow is something else.
It is crazy. So
I'm loving this show so much more than I thought I was going to, man. And I can't wait, dude. Season finale this week. Guys, stay tuned, man. Like,
Thursday, yeah.
Tell us what you're thinking about this in the comments. Like, do you like it? Do you want to see a season 2? Like, I'm all in for a season 2.
No,
if they make it happen, let's go. Like, I'm all in. And it's whatever the spinoff is going to be.
I mean, I'm down for a spinoff as long as James Gunn is involved. I mean, I'm
I wonder if it'll be like Harcourt running a team. Maybe it'll be a Harcourt show. He'll give his girlfriend her own show.
Maybe.
Nepotism. No,
I really want to see. Oh God, what's his name? Deadshot.
Bloodsport.
Or Bloodsport was Bloodsport.
Bloodsport was in Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
The new Idris Elba.
Yeah. Bloodsport. Okay. Yeah. I want to. I don't know my DC characters.
That would be fire.
I would love to see Idris Elba in a show like that. I think that would be awesome. I love him as an actor.
I've said it before. I'll say it again, dude. I would rather see King Shark show.
King Shark would be funny.
Sylvester Stallone all day.
Let's
go.
Found out something really interesting yesterday.
What's up?
So, Sylvester Stallone was not on set to do the movie. Do you know who was the stand-in for King Shark in the live action scenes? Steve Agee, the guy that plays Economist. He was the live stand-in for King Shark before they CGI'd him in,
So it gave everyone something to look at.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. James Gunn does that. His brother's the one that does Rocket.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, Steve Agee was the one who did King Shark. He was the stand-in.
Dude, speaking of
and he would say the
Suicide
lines
Squad
and stuff.
All the toys, like I saw Todd McFarlane has a whole
Oh yeah,
box.
it's a 5-pack or 6-pack. It's
all of
5. Yeah,
Harley
all 5.
Quinn, Bloodsport, Peacemaker, King Shark. Who's the one I'm forgetting?
So the King Shark was the
Polka
Build-A-Figure.
Dot Man.
Yeah, Polka Dot Man.
And dude,
in the
that
what's his name?
I didn't see that dude.
Yeah, he was in there.
Oh, that's
because there were 5 on this side, and then King Shark was the Build-A-Figure.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so you had to buy these 5 to make King Shark, or you could buy the set that has all of them.
That looks so dope.
It was cool, yeah.
Oh man. Anyways, yeah, I'm all in for a King Shark show. I really hope that's what
King Shark show would be cool.
He's so fun.
Yeah.
He's such a fun character.
Hand.
Yes, that's your hand. Nom nom. Thank you, Sylvester Stallone, for that piece of cinematic
I didn't even
gold.
know it was Sylvester Stallone when I watched it. I didn't find out till like a few days later. And I was like, wow, I guess that was Sylvester Stallone. Okay, cool.
Hilarious, dude.
Oh, yeah, no, he was great. He was great.
But, yeah, I'm ready, guys. Let us know what you're thinking about it. We're all in.
All right.
What we got coming out in comics this week?
Comic books. So this week from DC, one book that I'm excited about is Batman the Knight #2. So this is a retelling of the kind of origins of Bruce Wayne. And it's written by Chip Zdarsky, so one of my favorite writers.
So it's got to be good.
The first issue was very good. Detective Comics 1053, they're releasing Detective Comics Weekly right now. The Shadow of the Bat storyline. Justice League 72 is out this week, so that's 3 issues until 75, The Death of Justice League.
Sweet.
Nightwing has been one of my favorite DC books. And
he's been hot lately.
It's Tom Taylor. Tom Taylor is also writing Superman Son of Kal-El, and so they're actually doing a crossover. So this is part 1. The next issue of Superman Son of Kal-El is part 2. So it's going to be a 2-issue crossover.
Okay. Dope.
The last issue of Suicide Squad King Shark is out this week. The last issue of Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow is out this week, which that's another book that I've really loved. That one's written by Tom King, and I love Tom King. So that's everything that's coming out from DC this week. Marvel, so we got Amazing Spider-Man 89. So there was 88 was the first appearance of the Queen Goblin.
Did that get put?
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure it did. Cool. So there was the first appearance of Queen Goblin, and then there was the 88.BY, which is a story that doesn't have Spider-Man in it at all. And then so 89 we actually get to see, Queen Goblin.
Yeah, the whole deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's cool. Devil's Reign Superior 4 #2. So the Doc Ock from our universe found Doc Ock from other universes. So you know what the Superior Spider-Man was. It was
He gets put in his mind.
Put in Peter Parker's mind. Well, now he's in the mind of a Wolverine, a Ghost Rider, and I don't remember what the other one is. But yeah, so I think it was it's a Hulk.
Otto, you need to chill, man.
So these are from other dimensions. So apparently Doc Ock likes to put his brain in other bodies. So that one's going to be interesting. We have Fantastic Four #40, which is The Reckoning War.
Okay.
Hulk 4. Pretty excited about that.
And that comes out next week?
Comes out Wednesday, yeah. Iron Fist #1. So they're doing a new Iron Fist series, and we're getting a new Iron Fist. So Danny Rand will not be the Iron Fist anymore. So we'll see what happens there.
Interesting.
Marvel Voices Legacy for Black History Month. Thor #22, Venom #5, 10 Deaths of Wolverine #3, and then X-Men #8. So X-Men #8, they fight MODOK. And I'm excited for this. That is MODOK on the cover with Jean's eye thing.
Yo, that cover's kind of fire.
It's pretty awesome. So
is that the A cover?
That is the A cover, yeah. So yeah, very excited about that.
I hate when a cover is so fire. It makes me want to buy the book even though I don't even care about it. Like,
right?
This is what comics does to people, man.
Yeah, no, I am super stoked for that. The last issue from Image, the last issue of D Beyond by Mirka Andolfo. I've really enjoyed that series. Doesn't look like anything else big. Kingspawn 7.
My question is, when do we know how long of a series crossover is supposed to be?
I think it was only supposed to be like that first story arc, and then it sold really well, and so now they're just continuing it.
Are we just going all okay?
What's the Furthest Place from Here? Number 4. That's a book that I've loved.
I've been hearing a lot of raving about that. Yeah.
It's kind of a post-apocalyptic Lord of the Flies.
It's indie books, man.
It's been excellent. But yeah, no. So you're not even caught up on crossover, are you?
I've read 0 of it.
Oh, you've read 0. Okay.
None of it. I know. I really.
Wow.
I'm waiting. I'm biding my time for it to come out in the thing so I can read the thing.
There was a very big reveal at the end of this issue, and this last issue that came out, issue 11, and it was so good.
I can't wait to read it.
I mean, he's gotten the rights from so many like Image comic creators to use their work, and this one is a pretty big one. So yeah,
okay. I can't wait to read it. Donny Cates did everything he touches is gold.
I love Donny. Oh, and Donny Cates wrote himself into the book too.
Okay.
So there's that.
What? Yeah, you're not gonna not do that.
What's funny is Chip Zdarsky wrote himself into the book before Donny Cates wrote himself into the book, because Chip Zdarsky wrote one issue.
That's funny.
And that one issue, it's the comic book version of Chip Zdarsky that he wrote into another book, is trying to kill the real life Chip Zdarsky.
I love comics so much, dude. I was just thinking about this earlier. I was reading, and I was like, man, like, I am who I am now because I read comic books, and I can't wait to truly be able to share that with my son.
Yeah.
Like right now, like he loves the movies, the shows, the cartoons, and even looking at the books and stuff. But like reading is not quite there yet.
How old is he now? 4?
Yeah, he just turned 4 in November. And man, I just like really can't wait, because I know that there are people all over the world that like comic books are like saving lives, man. Like, which is a weird way to say that, but like they really do have such a massive impact in so many different ways for so many different people. And it is such a cool medium for like all of us nerds to like come together and just like better ourselves or like learn and like, I don't know, like I just love comic books.
I have a question I've never asked you before.
Yeah.
Your son's name is Cal.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Cal because of Superman or no? Yeah. Okay.
His middle name is L.
Is it L? Okay.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, his name is Cal L. Johnson.
Cal L. Johnson.
And I want to make this
perfect. Is it K-A-L?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
And I want to make this perfectly clear, because I get this all the time. I did not choose that name.
Really?
I want to make that perfectly clear, and I mean this. Everyone's like, "Oh, Brett's the big comic guy. Of course he named his son after comic book." No, I didn't. If I was going to name him anything, it would have been Bruce Wayne. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is what surprises me about it. It's Kal-El.
And I did not pick that. His mother picked that.
She a comic book nerd?
And not really. No.
Really?
But she picked that name, and I was not gonna turn down the option to have my son named after one of the greatest superheroes of all time. So I said, "Yup, sign it, go now, love it, cut, print, move to commercial." So I did not choose that name for my son. It was chosen for him by his mother. That's my little ball of hope right there.
Yeah.
Absolutely love him to death. Yep. So, and I truly can't wait to like share this on a way more personal level, like teach him like lessons and stuff through these books, and like share like adventures and stuff, and like just cool stories and like stuff.
Does he know he's named after Superman at this point, or like is he even old enough to understand that? Or?
Yeah, but I don't think we've really touched on it.
Okay.
He's more of a Spider-Man guy right now, because he's in that Spider-Man age where like crawling on walls and web swinging and like being quirky is I
love Spider-Man.
Oh, dude, yeah, like he was the like. It's cool to see my son like the same dudes. Like, so there's a suitcase that my father bought me when I was, just a little older than my son is now.
Yeah.
I used that my entire life.
Yeah.
As an adult,
Yeah.
Like, I can pack 7 days worth of clothes in that thing.
That's
like,
awesome.
I make it happen, dude. Like,
yeah.
And it is just this cool little, it's got the little handle with the wheels. Like, it's fire. And my son now uses this bag.
It's like a Spider-Man, like...
It's the same bag that my dad bought me. Like, I just handed it down
awesome.
to him. And it, like, it's so crazy to just be able to share, like, even that, like, sharing that with my son.
Is it, like, covered in Spider-Man things, or just have...
No, like, right on the front. It's, like,
it's got,
just...
like, the Spider-Man, like, the chest.
It's, like, him, doing, like, a pose, and it says, The Amazing Spider-Man. Like,
it's awesome.
It is so awesome.
I would use that, too.
I sent a picture of him dragging it. He's like... to my dad, and he was like, no way.
That's awesome.
And I was like, way.
That is so cool.
If you love comics as much as we do, guys, then let us know. Because I mean, you do this for a living. Like, I can only aspire. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
haven't always done it for a living, and let me tell you, it's
but I mean,
like, I've been a fan of comics my whole life.
Yeah, like, it's not just for, like, nerds. It's for everybody.
Yeah,
like,
I'm a nerd.
There are, and that's the thing. Like, yeah, of course, a bunch of us are, but like, with all the independent books and blah blah blah, like, there's a story out there for everyone, man. And you just never know, like, what reading one of these books could do to you or for you, or I mean, it's just crazy, man. Like, I've just been thinking about that a lot lately, like the impact that these books have had on me and have had on so many people, and it's just really cool, man. So we love comics, guys. This is why we do this, so thank you guys for sticking with us and tuning in and sharing this awesome hobby with us. Like, if you're a comic fan, we're a fan of you, and we appreciate you for being a fan of us and watching this show. That's gonna wrap it.
Cool.
Next week we're gonna talk about more stuff.
Peacemaker.
It's gonna be great. We're gonna be able to.
We'll have Hulk.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
we're gonna talk Hulk number 4, and we're gonna talk the finale.
Huh?
We're gonna talk Hulk number 4 and the finale of Peacemaker.
Okay. You need to start reading the new Venom too.
Do I?
It's been so good.
I really need to. I really know.
So
I didn't even want it. Maybe. All right. Okay. More reading to do. Totally fine. I'll just try to power through Justice League Dark.
Yeah.
Chip away at that mountain. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We love you guys. You guys are awesome. Get geared up. We are going to talk the finale of Peacemaker and some more Hulk next week. See you guys next time.